I'm not personal friends with Blumenauer, but he knows who I am. So when I call the office or I send an email, it has more effect than just a regular citizen. I don't know what else to do when I call the other people that belong to the Oregon delegation, because a lot of them are with me on this. 90% of Democrats want something done, and we can do the two simple things. If you're on a list that you cannot fly, the no-fly list, you cannot buy a gun. How simple is that one?
You're on the list. Look it up.
Probably.
You're on the list, Mr. Walsh.
But I'm not going to buy a gun.
Don't fly either.
And I'm not going to buy a machine gun. We have to do something. 80% of the Republicans want something done. Some reasonable restrictions, like if somebody has a criminal record, at what level do we stop them from buying guns? I don't know the answer to that. I know that if you do a felony, you can't get a gun. I'm not so sure about misdemeanors. Misdemeanors can be very serious at times. So I'm just asking you, as elected officials, to do what I do and keep the pressure on Congress. You know, call Blumenauer and tell them to talk to the Republicans. And the filibuster is over. And the Republicans are supposed to do something. So hopefully we're going to do it. And I know I'm over it, and I really try not to do that red light thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, we got one more person signed up. Laura Vanderlyn.
Good morning. Good morning. This is my first time here, and thank you for the opportunity to give me an opportunity to speak. I am.
I'm waiting to state your name first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am artist Laura Vanderlyn. I am very concerned about what is happening right now in the city of Portland. There's a community oversight advisory board meetings that are occurring in Portland, and we need your help. It is a state emergency. They are in a crisis right now. This board was set up by a consultant group called Rosenbaum and Watson, LLP, from Chicago. They come here, they're supposed to, they sell, I would say kind of like a franchise called a crisis intervention team. And it's a training that is sold all over the nation and internationally to train police officers to deal with mental health issues. They're not doing that. They're creating the issue. They're creating a mental health crisis right now. I don't know if you're familiar with the movies that are with the meetings and if you're watching them, but they're completely out of order. It's chaotic. They're traumatizing people. They invite people that have suffered from police brutality so that we can learn about police brutality and how they suffered. They invite them there, and then they bring police, and they line them up. They line them up outside of those meetings. They take police, and then they hide police inside of another room. So you have police coming from all directions, and they're inviting people that have suffered from police brutality to those meetings. They're traumatizing them, they're triggering them. They're criminalizing people that are showing up to speak about their experiences. They're arresting people people for speaking up, for using their First Amendment right to say whatever it is that they need to say. It's a serious matter and no one is paying attention to it. My friend Teresa Rayford, I invited her to go to that meeting the other night. Teresa Rayford, community activist. I invited her to go to that meeting. It was so out of order. She was so traumatized by watching two activists get arrested for speaking. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
R1, resolution establishing fees, charges, and penalties for Chapter 21, Health of the Multnomah County Code, and repealing resolution number 2015-0.